Erod, in Genesis 4:8 or 4:18, Erod, Hebrew, is the son of Enoch, the grandson of Cain, and the father of Mehujael. Eram is a name which appears in Genesis 36:43 in the Masoretic text. As it now stands, Eram is identified as a tribal leader. Hebrew Aluf of Edom. However, Thomas Kelly suggests that originally the text may have identified Eram and the other tribal leaders as the names of the individuals, but of clans, using the Hebrew word Eleph to mean clan. Eri, according to 1 Chronicles 7:7, was one of the sons of Bela, who was the son of Benjamin, eponymous founder of the tribe of Benjamin. In verse 12, he is referred to simply as Elijah is an official who arrests Jeremiah on suspicion of desertion. Eru is a name mentioned only once in the Hebrew Bible. In 1 Chronicles 4:15, Eru is listed as one of the sons of Caleb. The other two were Elah and Naam. Iscah, or Jessica, was the daughter of Haran, sister of Lot, and Milcah, according to Genesis 11:29. Ishbah, for the Ishbah, father of Eshtemoa, mentioned in 1 Chronicles. See list of minor biblical tribes. Ishbah. Ishbi Benob is a name which appears in the Ker of the Masoretic text at 2 Samuel 21:16. Ker is the term for the version of the text traditionally read aloud in synagogues. The Ketiv, the version written but not read aloud, reads somewhat differently, in a manner that suggests that Thomas Kelly Shane that the opening words of the verse were not the same of the giant, but the words in that indicated that David and his soldiers stayed in the city of Nob. Whatever the case with the Ketiv, the Ker, as it now stands, asserts that Ishbi Benob was the name of a Philistine giant who was killed by Abishai, son of Zeruiah. Gesenius interprets his name as meaning dweller upon the height, and Brenton's Septuagint translate his name is given as Jesbi, the progeny of Rapha. Ishbi, King James Version. Ishad is a figure mentioned only once in the Hebrew Bible. 1 Chronicles 7:18 lists Ishad as the son of Hameleketh in the genealogy of the tribe of Manasseh. Ishi is mentioned in Chronicles several times. Ishiah, main article, Josiah. Ishijah, main article, Josiah. Ishmaiah is the name of two biblical figures. Ishmaiah, son of Obadiah, was the leader of tribe Zebulun in the time of David. According to 1 Chronicles 27:19, he is called Samias in the Septuagint. Ishmaiah, the Gibeonite, according to the 1 Chronicles 12:4, was one of David's mighty warriors. Ishmerai is a biblical figure mentioned only once in 1 Chronicles 8:18, where he is called the son of El-Paal in the genealogy of the tribe of Benjamin. He may be the same character as the Shemer or Shemed mentioned in 1 Chronicles 8:12. Ishad, Ishpa is the name which appears in genealogy in the tribe of Benjamin. According to 1 Chronicles 8, Ishpa was the son of Beriah, the son of El-Paal, the son of Shahariam. Ishpan is a figure who appears only once in the Hebrew Bible in the genealogical passage describing the people of the tribe of Benjamin. 1 Chronicles 8 calls him the son of Sheshach, the son of El-Paal, the son of Shahariam. Ishva was one of the sons of Asher, according to Genesis 46:17 and 1 Chronicles 7:30, although he is missing from the list of the sons of Asher found in Numbers. Ishvi, Ishui, Jesui, and Ishui is the name of two figures in the Hebrew Bible. Ishvi is the name given to a son of Asher, Eponymous, founder of the tribe of Asher, in Genesis 46:17, Numbers 26:44, and 1 Chronicles 7:30. His descendants are called Ishvites in Numbers 24:44. Genesis 46 places him in the list of 70 persons who went down into Egypt with Jacob, the father of Asher, and the other 11 tribes of Israel. Ishvi is the name of a son of Saul in 1 Samuel. Ishmaiah, Ispa, Ishijah, Ishui, Ithiah, Ithma is the name which appears only once in the Hebrew Bible in 1 Chronicles 11:46, where Ithma the Moabite is listed as one of David's mighty warriors. Ithran is the name given to two fighters or two figures in the Hebrew Bible. Ithran, son of Dishan, son of Anah, son of Zibeon, son of Seir the Horite. This Ithran represents the name of a Horite clan. Ithran, son of Zophah, son of Helam, appears in the genealogy of the tribe Asher. The Encyclopedia Biblica identifies the Jether of 1 Chronicles 7:38 as probably being identical to the Ithran. Ithrim was the son of David and Eglah, David's sixth son, according to 2 Samuel 3:5. Ittai is the name given to two biblical figures. Ittai the Gittite appears alongside 600 soldiers in Philistine, ally of David in the timeline leading up to Absalom's rebellion. Having only recently arrived in Jerusalem, David gives him an option to return home to Gath, but Ittai confirms his loyalty to David and helps him evacuate the city. During the rebellion itself, he serves as commander of a third of David's army. Ittai, son of Ribai from Gibeah of the children of Benjamin, is listed as one of David's mighty warriors. His association with Gibeah and the tribe of Benjamin probably distinguish him from the Gittite Ittai. According to Stanley Arthur Cook, the Benjaminite Ittai is once called Ithai in 1 Chronicles. For the Levitical clan, see Izar. Izar, son of Hela, is a figure who appears in the genealogy in the tribe of Judah in 1 Chronicles 4:7. He is called Izar, according to the variant reading known as the Ker. According to the Ketiv, His name is Zohar. The King James Version calls him Jezoar. Israhiah is the name of two biblical figures. Israhiah, son of Uzziah, son of Teloah, son of Issachar, appears in the genealogy in the tribe of Issachar. Azariah is, according to Nehemiah, a leader of singers in a procession headed by Nehemiah. Azariah appears in a list of persons responsible for liturgical music in the time of David. According to 1 Chronicles 25:11 and 1 Chronicles 25:3, he is called Zeri. Isaiah, a descendant of Parosh, is listed as one of the men who married foreign wives in the time of Nehemiah. Janiah is the name which appears only 1 Chronicles 8:27, where Jaareshiah is identified as one of the sons of Jeroham. The text does not identify any information about Jeroham's parentage, but the passage is part of the genealogy of the tribe of Benjamin. Jaasiel is the name of one of David's mighty warriors. He was referred to in Hebrew as Hamitzoviah, which has been vigorously translated to Mesobate, or the Mesobite, or from Zoba. A Jaasiel, son of Abner, is listed as a Benjaminite leader in the 1 Chronicles 27:21, who may be the same person. Jaasu is a name which appears in the list of men alleged to have married foreign women in the time of Nehemiah. Jaaziah is listed as one of the sons of Merari in a passage discussing the various divisions of Levites. Jaaziel is the name of a Levite musician who appears in 1 Chronicles 15:18. He reappears as Aziel in 15:20. Jachan is a name which appears once in the Hebrew Bible in a list of Gadite in Chronicles. Jachin was the son of Simeon, according to Genesis 46:10, Exodus 66:15, and Numbers 26:12, one of the 70 souls to migrate to Egypt with Jacob. Jahath is the name of several individuals in the Hebrew Bible. Jahath, son of Reaiah, son of Shobal, son of Judah, son of Jacob, is mentioned in 1 Chronicles 4:2 in a genealogical passage describing tribe of Judah. Jahath is a name applied to various Levites in the 1 Chronicles. Jahaziah was the son of Zebulun. According to Genesis, he was one of the 70 persons to migrate to Egypt with Jacob. Jahmai, list of minor biblical tribes in Jahmai. Jaziel was the son of Naphtali. According to Genesis, he was one of the 70 persons to migrate to Egypt with Jacob. Jahaziah, son of Tikva, is one of the figures listed in the book of Ezra as opposing Ezra's prohibition on marriages with foreign women. Jezerah is the name which appears only once in 1 Chronicles. Azai Jekah is the name that only appears in Proverbs 30, where part of the book of Proverbs is ascribed to a man called Agur, son of Jekah. Franz Delitzsch proposed that the name Jekah means scrupulously pious. Janae is the name that appears only in 1 Chronicles, and Janae is listed as a descendant of Gad. According to the Encyclopedia Biblica, the name represents the name of a clan within the tribe of Gad. Jerib is the name of 3 individuals in Hebrew Bible and a priest whose descendants are named in the first book of Maccabees. In 1 Chronicles 4:24, the sons of Simeon, sons of Jacob, is called Jerib, and in other passages he is called Jachin. A Jerib appears in the list of leaders recruited by Ezra to find Levites for the resettlement of Jerusalem. A priest by the name of Jerib is mentioned in a list of men who married foreign women in Ezra 10:18. In 1 Maccabees 2:1 and 14:29, Matthias and his son Simon are described as being of posterity of Jerib. The New English translation of the Septuagint translates that the name as Yarib, while the New American Bible reads Jorib, and the Good News translation reads Jehoiarib, Jachim. This section is about individuals named Jachim. For the priestly division named Jachim, see list of minor biblical tribes of Jachim. Jachim is the name of the individual mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, as well as one individual mentioned in some manuscripts of the New Testament's Gospel of Matthew, and a genealogy of the tribe of Benjamin. In 1 Chronicles 24:12, a Jachim appears as the son of Shimei, who is referred to as Shema in verse 13. In some Greek manuscripts of Matthew, a Jachim appears between Josiah and Jeconiah and the genealogy of Jesus. Jalen was one of the 4 sons of Ezra and the uncle of Miriam, Shammai, and Ishba, father of Eshtemoa. Jamin, the name Jamin means right hand. There are 3 different Jamins in the Bible. The son of Simeon, according to Genesis, and the numbers, blah blah. Man of Judah, see 1 Chronicles. Post-exile Levite who interpreted the law, see Nehemiah. Jemlech is a figure who appears once in the Hebrew Bible in the list of kin group leaders in the tribe of Simeon, who according to the Bible lived in the time of Hezekiah and exterminated the Meunim. Japhiah was the king of Lachish, one of the 5 kings of the Amorites, whose battle against the settling Israelites led by Joshua is reported in Joshua. Along with the other 4 kings, he was subsequently found in a cave at Makkedah, where he was killed and buried by Joshua and his forces. Jerib is a name which appears in Hosea and in some translations of the Bible. In both passages, the Hebrew text refers to a Melech Yerib, King Jerib, in a way that implies that Melech Yerib is the king of Assyria. However, no Assyrian king by the name of Jerib is known to history, which has led to a variety of conjectures about what the phrase refers to. According to W.F. Albright, the definitive solution to the problem is that the text should read Mechleb Ribber or Milky Rib, meaning the great king. The Hebrew translation of the common Assyrian royal title Sharu-Rabu. The proposed emendation to Great King has been accepted in the number of biblical translations. Jerusaiah Jarha was an Egyptian slave of Sheshan who was married to Sheshan's daughter, according to 1 Chronicles 2:34 and 2:34 and 35. Jorah, see Jehoiada, meaning honey. God gives honeycomb, honeysuckle. Jaasiel, Jashub, sees Job, son of Ishkar. See Shir Jashub, a son of Bani and Ezra. Jathniel is a minor biblical figure who appears only in 1 Chronicles 26:2 in the list of Korahite porters. Jaziz the Hagrite, according to 1 Chronicles 27:31, was in charge of King David's flocks of sheep and goats. Jitharai, see Ethni. Jechemiah, see Jechaliah of Jerusalem was the wife of King of Judah, Amaziah, and the mother of King Azariah. Depending on translation used, her name may also be spelled Jechaliah, Jediel. There are three individuals in the Hebrew Bible named Jediel, son of Shimri, is listed as one of David's warriors. Jediel, a man from the tribe of Manasseh, appears in a list of warriors said to have deserted David when he went to Ziklag. And Jediel, son of Meshelemiah, appears in a list of Korahite porters in the time of David. Jezer, son of Gilead of the tribe of Manasseh, according to Jehalalel, is the name of two individuals in the Hebrew Bible. Jehalalel appears in blah blah blah. It's the tribe of Judah. Another Jehalelel appears in the list of Levites, and Jediah is the name of two individuals in Hebrew Bible. A Levite mentioned in 1 Chronicles 24:20. Jediah the Meronothite, who according to 1 Chronicles 27:30 was in charge of King David's donkeys. Jehiah is a figure who is only mentioned once in the Bible in 1 Chronicles 15:24, which describes him as a gatekeeper for the Ark of the Covenant in the time of David. This entry contains close paraphrases and borrowing of wording found in entries entitled Jehiel in the Encyclopedia Biblica, a work which is now in the public domain. Jehaliel is the name of 14 figures in the Hebrew Bible. For 11 of these, the English spelling Jehiel reflects in the Hebrew name. A Levite musician in the time of David, the leader of a family of Gershonite Levites in the time of David, custodian of the treasury of the house of the Lord. Jehiel, the son of Hechmoni, who was with David's sons. Jehiel, the son of King Jehoshaphat, the Hemanite Levite in the time of Hezekiah, called Jehul in the Revised Version, the Levitical or priestly overseers of the temple in the time of Hezekiah, a person referred to as ruler of the house of God in the time of Josiah, the father of Obadiah in post-exilic list of kin groups, the father of Shechaniah, Jehiel, son of Haram, a priest, Jehiel, son of Elam, a layman. For the other three, the name Jehiel reflects the Hebrew spelling. One of the sons of Elam, a Gibeonite described as the father of Gibeon, a son of Hothan, the Arorite, who along with his brother Shammah was listed as one of David's mighty warriors. Jehiskiah, son of Shallum, is mentioned in a list of Ephraimite leaders who, according to 2 Chronicles, intervened along with the prophet Oded to prevent the enslavement of 200,000 people from King of Judah during the time of the King of Ahaz. Jehoiada was one of the descendants of King Saul, according to First Chronicles, which contains a copy of the same genealogy of Saul. His name is given as Jara. Was a native of Jerusalem. Jehoiada, Yahweh delights, was a native of Jerusalem, the wife of King Joash of Judah, and mother of his successor King Amaziah. Jehoiada, the Lord knows, was the name of at least 3 people in the Hebrew Bible. Jehoiada, the priest during the reigns of Ahaziah, Athaliah, and Joash. Jehoiada, father of Benaiah. Jehoiada, the priest in the time of Jeremiah. Jehoshaphat, God judges, son of Paruah, who was one of King Solomon's 12 regional administrators. His jurisdiction was Issachar. Jehoshaphat, son of Ahilud, was King Solomon's recorder. Jehozabad, in the name of 3 figures. Jehozabad, son of Shomer, was one of the assassinators of King Joash of Judah. Jehozabad, according to 2 Chronicles, was a leader of 180 Benjaminite warriors in the time of King Jehoshaphat. Jehozabad is listed as one of the sons of Obed-Edom, according Jehuba is the name of an individual who appears in a genealogy of the tribe of Asher. His name depends on which variant reading. See Ker or Ketiv of the Masoretic text. One follows. The Ketiv reads Ishba Jehuba. The Ker reads Huba and Huba. Jehuda, the son of Nethani, the son of Shelemiah, the son of Cushi, was one of the delegates and the princes sent to fetch Baruch, Jeremiah's scribe, to read a scroll. Jehudijah, mentioned in First Chronicles, was the name given to the wife of Mered and is listed as the mother of his children. Some rabbinic sources claim that Jehudijah, a feminine form of the Hebrew Yehudi, meaning Jew, is to be used as a noun rather than a given name, interpreting the passage as his wife, the Jewess, rather than his wife, Jehudijah, and that it is referring to Pharaoh's daughter, Bithiah, who is mentioned in the same passage and is said to have converted to Judaism. And Bithiah was an Egyptian. It would have been worth noting that she was a Jewess, especially given the importance of matrilineality in Judaism. Jeush. Jeiel is the name of 10 individuals. Jeiel, according was tribe of Reuben. Jeiel, referred to as the father of Gibeon, was the ancestor of King Saul. The King James Version calls him Jehiel. This figure's name is affected by variant readings preserved through the Ker or the Ketiv system in Masoretic text. The Ketiv calls him Jeuel, while the Ker calls him Jeiel, son of Hotham. The Arorite is listed as one of King David's warriors. This figure's name is affected by variant readings preserved by the Ker, whatever blah calls him Jeuel, is mentioned and passing in a list of gatekeepers for the Ark of the Covenant. Jeiel, listed as ancestors of the Levite of Jehaziel. Agiel was one of the scribes of Uzziah. According to this figure's name is affected by the variant reading preserved through the Ker, the Ketev system. Mr. Ketev calls him Jewel, while the Ker calls him Jael. Jael is recorded as a Levite in the time of Hezekiah. This figure's name is affected by variant readings. The Ker, Ketev, Jewel, Jael, Ketev, blah, blah. Jael is a recorder and the leader of the tribe of Levi in the time of Uzziah, according to 2 Chronicles. In the list of returnees to Yehud Medinata after the end of Babylonian captivity, Jael being the head of a group of relatives, according to Ezra. Revised version calls him Jewel. Descendant of Nebo, is listed as one of the people opposing marriage to foreign women in the time of Nehemiah. Jechamim, son of Hebron, is mentioned in passing in two genealogical. We're going to stop right there.